What's going on, my natural energy users? Yes, you. Right now, man, I'm taking time out of my busy day to make this video and speak about this topic because, I see it's a very important topic to talk about. Using the natural energies that are available in the grid to, renew your mentality. A lot of people skip this natural chi that's available in their environment for an artificial chi, for an artificial source, or a gimmick outside of them that is really designed to suck their voltage, which is just their biosignature, their electricity and the magnetism that you're able to produce, with your body organs and all that good stuff, all of them working together. They already conspire to create a toroidal field around your body. And this energy, this intensity, this electricity, this magnetism, which attracts to you your reality, thoughts and feelings that you used to experience on the mental level, and then it manifests on the objective level as well. So I'm out here in the sun getting some sunlight from my body and things like that because this is source code, this is God using the sun to communicate with the earth in order with the natural cyclical cycle with things to create life, because night and day is a process. This is why you have nightshade vegetables, and this is why you have sunshade vegetables, if even that's what they're called. But the point is that these energies and going on in the sky, we can use these energies, not just the energies going on in the sky as far as astrology, but the energies that's going on naturally in this grid, like air. When we work out very heavily, we start to breathe very heavily, and that allows us to oxygenate our blood, and that allows us to create this mind high almost, but it really allows you to clear your mind and things like that. So it's very, very important for us to take advantage of this natural thing that's going on, because all the animals are doing, all the plants are doing it, but for some reason, us humans are disconnected from it just due to us kind of being too smart to ourselves, not doing much research, lacking knowledge, because the Bible tells you, my people perish for a lack of knowledge, for a lack of gnosis. So when you lack understanding in the purpose of the thing, you will not know how to use the thing. You will just might rather abuse the thing. Some people actually don't even go outside of their house. Some people just stay inside of the house, especially after this COVID-19 pandemic and things like that. A lot of people are more comfortable with staying at home, which, hey, that reality, that mentality was sponsored to you by your local shadow government, because they don't need you to go outside. They just need to stay at home nowadays. They want to most likely give you a job for you to do at home, and they metaverse or whatever they have planned for you. But you got to have a plan for yourself, so you don't take the scheme of somebody else. You got to make your own plan of life. And part of making your own plan of life is understanding how to use these natural cycles and these natural energies, so you can renew your mind, renew your body, reinvigorate your chi, actually introduce a life force to your mind, your body, and have that be generated equivalently as far as the mentality that you walk around with. Because if you don't use your lungs, you're gonna lose your lungs. If you don't use your heart a lot, you're gonna lose your heart, because your muscles are gonna grow weaker there, and you're not gonna have as much as capacity to push blood around your body or circulate energies and things like that. So, because our ancestors, whether they were primates or whatever, they were always in nature, they were always running. Now in 2023 or whatever, or recently in the 90s and things like that, we started to change that a little bit more. And not much has changed except this extreme advance in technology, which is not really advanced, but since a lot of these companies are using it more to flunk you out and get you lost in this nature. So one of the things that you can use to get back in touch with yourself and in touch with the source of the earth and things like that is using this natural grid of energy to assist you with establishing your mentality. And it's really like hitting the refresh button on your computer. When your computer is slowing down and all that, and you hit the refresh button, yep, it's the same thing. So you can use natural energies around you to refresh your mentality, because we all want to feel fresh, right? Sometimes we go to the beach, I want to feel fresh. We take a shower, I feel fresh. Yeah, you use that natural energy, and you did some kind of programming. You perceived it in a particular way, so you can start to generate that particular result. So what if I told you now that you can program the air that you breathe, you can program the water that you drink, you can, program how you want to think and feel when water touches your body and things like that. because all these are just really alchemies. And when you're able to create your own perspective, when you're able to create your own point of view on these things, you're able to have your own experiences. Because the same person, let's say two dudes asked a girl out. One dude asked this girl out, the other dude asked that girl out. One dude felt extremely rejected, never asked that girl out again. The other dude, however, he didn't give a fuck. He just kept on going till he got the nookie. You know what I'm saying? So, what happened there? What happened is the two different people programmed their experience differently. It was just the perception of the experience that they was going through. So, one person took that and used it to their advantage to create more fuel, to create more mental resource, and the other one used it to defuel themselves and demotivate themselves after, one try or two or three or whatever. So, you want to take advantage of this natural grid around you. You want to take advantage of sunlight, because sunlight is an energy that's going to incorporate with your body, because it's kind of like reversed training in a way, where because you can start with your right brain or you can start with your left brain. It doesn't matter. You just want to be able to influence your mentality so you can start to affect your reality. But you don't want to necessarily rely on the things outside of you all the time, just because those things could leave, right? Let's say you're an energy vampire or something, and you're letting, and you, whoever you're with, they letting you suck that chi, they're letting you suck that energy. You might think that you're getting the advantage at the moment, but the moment that person leave you and they figure out what they're doing, you're gonna go buck wild, because you're not gonna be able to use that same mind again around the people that you're normally with. So you're gonna be consciously and actively looking for your next victim and things like that. Why? Because you're relying on an external source of energy and things like that. So what happens in 2023 when humans start to attach themselves to these technologies and things like that, and these pills that the pharmaceutical, which is the pharmakeia industry, the alchemy industry that's providing for you. What happens when we get hooked on those things? We're going to get lost in our desires to get those things, because the same chemical composition that we took from outside of us, as far as an artificial source, now is being reduced or taken away from us, and that's going to cause our body to have a reaction. So if you're not able to balance out your energy intake and your energy output, you're going to find yourself fucked up, and you're going to find yourself doing strange things for a peace of mind. So that's why breathing workouts is very, very important. Have a practice every single day that you do, that you incorporate in your lifestyle, that assists you with refreshing your mind, because it's always good to look at things from a fresh point of view, so that we're not too let's just say, I guess you could say, it's like bacteria. You don't want to have so much infestation on your mind. You want to have a pure, clear, clarity point of view. You don't want your water to be dirty and muggy and smuggy so you can't see clearly. No, you want to see things very, very clear. That's why you have, even in Japan, concepts like taking a shower underneath a tree. It's supposed to be an energetical shower. Now, it just depends on how you program your experience. Now, I'm not saying I do this, but generally you get the idea that we have natural energy all around us. We just need to start to incorporate into our lifestyle and things like that. So even when you go to the beach and you swim in that body of water, you're surrounded literally by energy. That water is energy, and you can program how you feel in that energy, how you feel in that body of water, things like that. You can even start to create a certain type of a bath. You can put certain salts if you want to, and things like that. And I notice in my life, for example, a lot of Scorpios and things like that need that detoxing system and things like that, as far as, because they may hold on to a lot of grudges. They might kind of stay fixated in something for too long, as far as a feeling. They might not know how to process and let go of that. And this is where detoxing and working out and things like that allow the human to move those stuck energies that's in their mind and body, so they can begin to reciprocate with themselves and their external reality much more clearly and things like that. So yeah, make sure you incorporate these natural energies to your practices, because it's really, really helping you stay refreshed. And with this electromagnetic environment that these Masons are creating for people and things like that, it's not going to be any healthier for anybody, because this electric smog, this electric wave that's interfering with the electric wave that your body's producing. And so it's things are getting deep, to the point that the average person might not know how they're being attacked, but it's a subconscious war, and it's a shadow war. And if you can't see where things are coming from, if you're not really going to think and notice and think, okay, like 1 + 1 = 2, some people like to be like, okay, well, shit, 3 + 3 = 9. Okay, I don't know about that. But at some point, you gotta see that 1 plus 1 equals 2, not necessarily 3 or 4. So, but it's a lack of, it's a lot of disinformation. It's a lot of disingenuine organizations. As far as religion, science, all these different things have been taken over by entities and used as a system to redirect our minds, because we are looking for religion because we want to rely on something. We're looking for hospitals because you don't want to take care of yourself. So they create the systems which by to, I guess you could say, recycle those energies that they create, because they create a problem but they also offer a solution. So it's not a bad thing that they're doing, but they are harming and defrauding a lot of people, which I guess is bad. But you're supposed to be aware enough to protect yourself from it. Not only that, you're supposed to go abundant and exceedingly above it. So, because once we're all able to get on that way, once we're all able to do that, it's not really gonna matter what Shadowgarden wants to do, because we're not gonna be paying attention to their variables in the first place. And so that's what we gotta start doing as people. So yeah, use those natural energies to your advantages, man. It's very, very powerful. It's very transforming, and that's how God source communicates to you as well. Other than God has many different ways of communicating to you. Keep that in mind. But you want to be able to have a clean, purified body and temple, so you can start to receive those messages and see this reality much more clearly. Because marijuana smoking nowadays can even create schizophrenia or whatever. Can create paranoia. Can create a lot of different things. So make sure you're not taking in any substances that are not helping you, right? Or helping you essentially. So you want to make sure everything you do every day is helping you clear your mind and establishing you towards a clear direction to your goal and purpose. So yeah, I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, and there's not much y'all can do about it. I'm gonna sit here and enjoy the sun. I got a busy day ahead, so I gotta take care of myself real quick. Yeah, peace, y'all. Real shit.